So, welcome Alexa to the podcast. I'm really excited that we're going to be doing this.
I am your daughter, and I'm gonna be the youngest one you ever had.
That is actually very true. You are the youngest person that I have ever had in this podcast.
So, Dad,
Yes.
what is it like to kind of be like the leader of the pack?
That's a very interesting question.
What's it like?
It's hard. It's difficult, but at the same time, it's really fun.
Yeah.
Because I think it's fun because you guys are really good at following direction. Like, to be honest, like you and Abel are so good as
Yeah.
kids. And whenever we go to film something, you're always very respectful.
Yeah, we're just quiet.
You are like the other day we had our friend Javi was on the show and he was filming and doing the podcast, and then he was like, wow, your kids are so like disciplined and
We
like,
chill.
yeah, you're chill. So why do you, my question now to you, how does it feel to be in the pack, like in their family?
It's kind of hard because, people always are, telling me what I can do and can't do. Because, they're always, pushing me down.
Pushing you down? What do you
Yeah.
mean?
Abel gets really, really mad.
Yeah, what does he get mad at?
Because I keep on, talking and talking and nonstop.
Yeah, you can do that.
Why did you look at me like that, Abel?
Yeah, because like it's very difficult to deal
Yeah.
with you sometimes, Alexa.
Yeah, it's hard because I am the youngest in the family here.
Uh-huh.
So, I don't know why it's like this.
So the problem is that you don't like people telling you what to do.
Yes.
And you want to tell people what to do. You want to be the boss.
I want to at least tell someone what they should do.
Yes. So what was your nickname? Do you remember that the little nickname that Abel and I gave you?
Yes.
What was it?
Lexi.
Lexi. Yes.
Because, there was another Alexa in this house. It's an AI.
Mm-hmm.
And whenever they say my name and they're talking to me,
Mm-hmm.
they get mixed up. The AI says, what can I help you with?
Mm-hmm.
And then we're like, we're not talking to you.
Yes. So it's very interesting that we are in a family of artists and we all want to make movies and all of that. But you always say that you don't want to make movies.
Yeah.
Why?
Because, it's too much work.
Yeah.
I don't want to be that up yet. Because I don't even have a YouTube channel.
I know. But you always want to be on Abel's videos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to start my own channel.
I see. But what about acting? Would you like to be an actress?
I don't know yet.
What about being a director?
Maybe.
Yeah.
That is a maybe.
So if you made a movie, what would your movie be about?
So, there's this person who's looking for a son and a daughter, but they, can't get pregnant.
I see.
He already has a wife, but they're looking for kids.
Mm-hmm.
The man's name is Andrew, and the wife's name is Rachel. So, they cannot find any adoption center, so they just have to live their life alone.
That's really sad.
And then they find this daycare center, but all the babies weren't good enough. It turns out that the babies used to be perfect,
Mm-hmm.
and the person who ran that daycare was a witch.
Oh.
And then they try to get rid of the witch, and then a cat shows up, and then it kills the witch. The end.
Okay, that's a pretty good story. So you love stories about parents and finding their childs?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what is your favorite movie so far that you have watched? My tattoo documentary, Literary Ink, is streaming now on all platforms. If you love stories, documentaries, and especially if you love tattoos and Harry Potter, this movie is just for you. Check out Literary Ink, streaming now on all major platforms.
Rescue.
Rescue?
Yeah.
What movie is that? You like my movie?
Yeah,
Thank you so much.
I like it.
Yes, you got to see some of the early screenings of the footage.
Yeah.
So what did you think about your brother's performance, Abel?
It was pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, he cried when he was supposed to cry.
I know, right?
Wait, how did he cry when he didn't even need to?
Well, he cried because in the story he was supposed to be crying.
Yeah, but how did he cry on command?
So the way we did it is we had the script. So I got really close to him, and then we had the camera was on a close up, so you couldn't see me standing next to him. And then I was talking to him and doing the lines, and we just did it over and over and over again. So we repeated the same lines several times. And I just made like really sad eyes, to be honest. So, but also the script is really sad, you know?
Yeah.
Because the story is about a father who lost his son.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Like,
now,
the kid is dead, now the father is dead, and all that's left is a wife
yes. So,
with her daughter.
yes. So what we did was tell
But Abel came back.
yes. And that's in the story when they're meeting again for meeting together for another time, then they get really emotional because it's like, I really miss you.
Yeah.
So I just kept telling him that I miss him. And we repeated the lines multiple times, you know, and then we all got really sad, like actually sad in the moment.
Wait, what?
Yeah. So what I did was I started thinking about how much I miss Abel sometimes. And then I kept telling him, like, I miss him. And then I think something happened emotionally that because he was hearing me say that and he was also repeating it, you know, like the words that you say have power. So he kept repeating that and we just brought that emotion out. And that's what happens like when you're acting or making a movie. It's like there's a lot of your own emotions that come out when you're doing those scenes. And that's how he was able to cry.
Oh. So, like, you looked him in the eye really sadly?
Yes, I did. And then he cried a little bit, but it was very short, like for a very short period of time. And then we got the scene that we needed, and then we were all happy.
Oh.
And then we went and got a burrito.
Well, I was eating pizza.
Oh, that's
got pizza.
very clever. So, what do you think you're gonna be when you grow up?
But right now, I think I want to be a PE coach.
A PE coach.
Yeah.
Okay, so like a trainer. You want to train?
Actually, a librarian, because I really like reading.
A librarian?
Yeah.
This is news to me. You had never told me that you wanted to be a librarian. When
I
did...
can read.
Well, I know you can read, and you actually read very well for your age. Yes.
I'm only 6.
You said not to reveal your age.
I wanted to say it, that's why I said no.
So you set me up, and now you're revealing your age on your own. You're really smart.
Yeah.
I think, like, this is what I would love to happen. I want you to become a producer.
No,
Why not?
I do what I want. I do what I want to do.
And that's exactly why I need you to be a producer in my studio, because that way you will make sure that everyone is doing what you want them to do.
I either want to be a YouTuber or a librarian.
What
two
about being a film producer?
Or an actor.
Oh, you want to be an actress?
Kind of.
Yeah. Maybe we need to do a little movie for you so you can try it out.
Yeah, I want to try it out.
Yeah.
How about the movie that I came up with?
That's actually a really good idea. Maybe you need to work with Abel, with your brother, to write that script. And maybe we could try to make that script. It would actually be really
It's
interesting.
like me and Abel are the only kids left.
Yes. That would be a really good story. So, what do you think is going to happen now that kids have iPads and they film on YouTube and all of that? Like,
They
do you
will.
feel like you can pretty much do anything?
Mostly, yes. If your parents let you get that app.
Yes, I agree. But I feel in terms of like you as your career and going after like trying to do your dreams.
Yeah. So, like, I think that's a yes.
Okay,
That question is a yes, definitely.
perfect.
Because you can get whatever you want if you had enough and you don't have parents.
So I have another question for you. Let's see what your response is. I'm really curious to know. What do you think is the best thing that everyone could do with their lives?
I don't really know. I think it's gonna be acting. Acting for sure. Because you can learn how to act more. And like you already have the stuff in your body. So like that is a yes. A
Okay.
big fat yes. A big fat chunky yes.
Perfect. That's a really good answer. So, do you have any questions for me? You said at the beginning of the show that you wanted to ask me some questions.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
So like what is it like being a father?
So, being a father is very. That's a hard question. Like, I think it's very rewarding.
I wanted to make your brain hurt a little.
Yeah. It's very rewarding being a father because, like, the cool thing is that I think because I'm a young father, so I'm still young, and I had you and your brother when you were like, when I was very young. So it's really cool that I get to still be young and then be involved in your life and seeing you grow.
Yeah.
So you go from being a little baby to like now you're toddler and now you're a big kid.
Yeah.
So like right now we're sitting down having a straight up adult conversation, you and me. And that is amazing. So I think the best thing about being a father is that you get to see your kid turn into a grown person. And like you are your own person separate from me, but you have a lot of me. Like you have my eyes, my nose, my hair,
Lips.
my lips, and you have my bossy attitude. I think that's why you're so bossy.
Yeah.
Yes. But at the same time, you're your own person.
Yeah.
So that's very interesting.
Like my eyebrows are made from just me.
Yes. And also your personality.
Yeah.
Like who you are as a person, how you speak.
Yeah.
So that's very interesting. Now, what do you think? What does it feel like to be a daughter?
Sometimes it's really hard because you get hurt a lot.
How do you get hurt?
Pool.
Oh, you got hurt at the pool?
I got ripped skin.
Yes. That's because you're jumping and jumping all the time. So you're a little like...
I like it.
Yes. So what else does it feel like being a daughter?
So like it feels like when you do something, your parents tell you not to do that, but you just do it.
Okay. Like what?
And like jumping on the bed. That is for sure.
Yeah.
That's a big no-no.
Yeah.
Kids don't do that. If a kid is watching it while you're jumping, no. Stop it.
That's your bossy voice right there. But you like to jump when you want it.
On the trampoline, it's safer.
Yeah.
It's meant for jumping and doing tricks.
I see. So what else would you like to talk about in this podcast? What do you think about this whole like having the podcast, doing the interviews? Because you have been here when I have done a few interviews now.
Yeah.
So what do you think about it?
What is your whole story of acting?
My whole story of acting? That's interesting. Like I never told you my whole story of acting.
Yeah, you never said it.
No. So
I know you were in the war.
Yes, I wasn't in the war. I was in the army.
Yeah.
Yes. So my story of acting is when I was a bit younger than you, I started doing plays
Like 5 years old?
at 4. When I was 4, I started doing
What?
plays. Yes, I started doing plays at church, just like your brother. And that's how I got started doing like plays and acting. And then I did that until I was like around 14, 15. And then I started directing the plays. So I would do little plays with my friends, and it was way more fun because then you get to play all the characters in your head.
And you had to come to America to do all of it.
Yes, well, I came to America later to make films.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then now you're here.
Yes. So what do you think about Cuba? Because you went to Cuba a couple times. Do you remember anything?
No.
Not at all?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. So that means I need to take you back.
Yeah, you need to take me back.
Yeah.
I do not remember anything.
Right.
I've seen the outside of like a grandparent's home, but I don't know where you can go. I've seen the Cuba video that we did. It was really fun, I can tell.
Yeah.
I wasn't even born yet.
Yeah. Well, we did one video with Abel, and then we did another video with you
Yeah.
when we took you there.
Like when we were both born. Like right after our birth.
Yes. So what do you think about Spanish? Do you like Spanish?
Sometimes it kind of hurts my tongue when I feel like la.
I see. Yeah.
Because like I have to flick my tongue.
To be able to say all the words?
Yeah.
Yeah. But what about when I speak Spanish to you? Can you understand it?
Kind of. When you say like really long words, I have no idea what you're saying.
Yeah. So we need to keep practicing your Spanish so you can learn a little bit more.
I know
right?
kiwi in Spanish. It's kiwi.
That's too easy. What is your favorite word in Spanish?
Caca.
You are hilarious. You're a little trickster, aren't you?
I like boo boo caca.
That's really funny, Alexa. Okay, well, I feel like this has been a really good interview.
Yeah.
So, is there any last questions that you have for me before we wrap it up?
You can ask.
I can ask you a question?
Yeah.
What is your favorite thing to do in the entire world?
I feel like you know this already. Swimming!
Yes, that would be my guess too.
I've been swimming since I was 3.
Yes,
Literally. That's when I started.
yes.
Sorry, Mike.
Well, maybe you become a big swimmer one day? Like a professional swimmer?
Oh, I know what I want to be when I grow up.
What?
A lifeguard.
A lifeguard?
Because I like being at the pool.
That-
I go underwater, open my eyes with no goggles. Hello.
Okay, well, hopefully you're not a lifeguard and you become a big movie director.
I already said I don't want to.
Okay, but I'm gonna keep trying forever to convince you.
No!
Yes, because I want to see you make movies. And then we can buy a pool together
Yes!
and then have all the kids swimming in the pool.
Yay.
Awesome.
Can we go out whenever we want?
Yeah, well, right now we're gonna get ready and we're gonna go up to the pool and shoot another scene.
Yay!
Perfect.
And I won't be like noticing because I'm doing all the underwater tricks.
Sounds great.
And I think Abel's just floating there when he's
Yeah.
actually drowning.
Yeah, he's just gonna do his scene for the movie.
It's like I didn't notice all of that. I didn't know that you left. And like my mom is there with me.
And that's the scene that you're doing?
Yeah, that's
Perfect.
my scene.
Perfect. So we're gonna get to do a little acting.
I need to act like I don't see anything.
Perfect. Okay, thank you so much, Alexa, for being on the show today. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this episode, check out this other episode with Abel, Alexa's brother. I think you're gonna like it very much.